Kim Mitchell looks back at Max Webster. Will there ever be a reunion? He also talks about their other vocalist, Terry Watkinson. All things Max Webster in this clip. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Battle Scars, Let Go the Line, Paradise Skies, Diamonds, Diamonds, just some of the hits that Max Webster had. Huge band, opened up for Rush, their label mates on Anthem Records. The day before I talked to Kim Mitchell, their main driving force, I asked you to give me some questions, and the majority of them surrounded whether Max Webster would ever get back together again. We talk about that, Terry Watkinson, that beautiful painting behind Kim Mitchell, and lots of memories of Max Webster in this clip. By the way, what's the painting?
It's a painting by the keyboard player Terry Watkinson of Max Webster. So the guy who did all our covers, the Blockhead covers, and that's Terry Watkinson painting. It's called Bar Babies. And I was in a relationship at the time, my girlfriend, and I loved it. We went to one of his exhibits, and I saw that, and I was like, man, I love that. And she bought it for me.
That's amazing. I mean,
yeah, and Terry, the likeness of Terry is actually the person right at the back.
Oh, is that right?
So yeah, it's kind of his mouth and everything. Yeah, he's a great artist. When Max Webster ended, Terry Watkinson ended up being a medical illustrator. This was before computers, so he would sit in on operations and watch surgeries and scrub down and taking pictures, and it was crazy. And they said once, usually people get a little squeamish and sometimes even get weak in the knees and have to sit down for a second when we're, cutting up this and that. And he goes, I'm in rock and roll. I can take anything. That's what he said to them. So,
yeah, he always had an interesting look, obviously he obviously went for that.
He brought a really interesting thing to Max Webster, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Let Go the Line was his, right?
Yep, it was one of our biggest songs, radio songs. That and Paradise Skies.
That was a different song for. I mean, I love that album. That album meant a lot to me. I was 19. It's on
A Million Vacations, right?
Yeah. Did you know that he had something with that as soon as you heard it?
Yeah, we all did. We all loved Terry's writing. I love Terry's writing. A lot of stuff. There's one song that I always wanted to record of his that we never got around to. It was called Silvery, like the color. That's everything is kind of silvery. It was a beautiful song. And then another song called Suicide Wings. Was it? I'm thinking desperate things, eating suicide wings. Oh, he's such a great writer.
So you guys have there was no bad blood in Max Webster, right? You guys got along pretty well.
Not for me. Maybe they did towards me at some point. I can't speak for all of them. I can say that people are like, "Oh, are you going to do this?" It's like, no. The drummer Gary, he's done. He's retired and just happy. Doing what he does. Mike Tilka, the bass player, the first bass player, he's up in north of Toronto a couple hours and has a wonderful life and plays on the weekends, little gigs, little bass stuff. People are doing little things, but no desire to get the band back. Hey, let's get the band back together.
Well, you've been a solo artist way longer than Max Webster was a band. I mean, That's kind of your thing.
That was a mistake too. Me being a solo artist, when Max Webster was finished, I went home to write for a year, and then I thought I'd like to just play in a band, and I put the word out. Does anybody want a guitar player? Nobody called. Yeah, nobody called. So
that makes no sense.
So I thought that's how I went solo. I was like, well, I guess I'll just form a band myself then. I guess I'll try and do that.
That has to be a perfect storm, though. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that must have been weird. That's like an anomaly. I mean, that.
No, I put the word out. I was like, Honeymoon Suite. Whoever was out there was like, hey, you guys want a guitar player? I'm available. I'm cool to just join a band now after a year. I'm just writing songs at home, and I'd love to play in a band without sort of the headache of, you're the guy, Yeah. And so I'm waiting for the phone to ring and nothing happened. So I'm like, okay, all right, here I go with, I got the song Go for Soda. All right, I'll try to record that.
I'm John Beaudin. More information on their brand new album, The Big Fantasize, coming up in future episodes. It's coming out in November. And Wishes is a new single. You can see it on Spotify or all the streaming services, and information at kimmitchell.com. Also, links in the description of this video for that and you buying a t-shirt to help support our channel. And again, links to the other conversations we have with Kim on this channel and our other channel in the description. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.